Hey, kings, queens, and everything in between. Welcome back to another episode. One time for a good time. And I got suggested to do this video. And this is the time where a girl tried to get me suspended. Alright, kings, queens, and queens. Welcome back to another episode. One time for a good time. And this is the time where this girl in high school tried to get me suspended. I got to tell you this story. Because I just saw this girl in Kroger yesterday. Let me start all the way from the beginning, okay? Let me explain how I was in high school first. I was a smart kid. I was a kid that everybody knew, but I wasn't popular. I was just very friendly. I would say during this time of high school, I was very insecure. I had low self-esteem. I didn't have any type of confidence. Like, I always thought I was the ugliest bitch in the room. I never carried myself with any type of love or anything. So I was easily pushed over. I was always the child being bullied. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm just trying to tell you how the fuck it was. I was just weak. I was weak-minded. I was a weak-ass bitch. Anyway, so in high school, there was this girl. I'm not going to say her name. What is something that she used to always wear? Bodysuits. We're going to call her Bodysuits. So there was this girl named Bodysuits, okay? And she was pretty. She was a popular girl. Everybody liked her. All the guys found her attractive. All the guys wanted to be with her. And we lived in the same community. And because we lived in the same community, we rode the same bus. And because we rode the same bus, we developed a friendship through that. Okay. Now, there was this guy that is now my friend. We were close. We were just like two beans in a pot, bitch. We always talked. We always hanged out. So me, my friend, and Bodysuits all had social studies together. And we all sat next to each other. At the time, I started to develop feelings for my friend. And on the way home on the bus, I told Bodysuits, I was like, hey, girl, my friend in social studies. And she was like, the one that's next to you. I said, yeah, the one that's next to us. And she was like, what about him? And I was like, I think like I'm having a crush. And remind you, at this time, like, I was very insecure. So if I had a crush on you, it really meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very hard for me to find anybody attractive. It was very hard for me to like anybody. So for me to have this crush on this guy, it just meant a lot to me at that time. And me thinking we are friends, I tell her, I'm like, hey, like, I'm having feelings for him. Like, I think he's cute. I don't know how he feels, but he's just a really nice guy. And she was like, this is verbatim. She said, oh, I mean, that's cool, but I don't think he's cute. I actually think he's ugly. He's not my type. That's what she said to me. I said, oh, okay, like, that's cool. So 3 days later, everything's fine. Everything's going on. We're at lunch, just me and Bodysuits. She comes to me and she says, oh, hey, girl, I think I like your friend. And like I said, me being insecure, having low self-esteem, in my mind at the time, I thought, you know what? There was no chance of me getting my friend. I didn't even think my friend had an attraction to me. I was like, you know what? She's very pretty. She's nice at this time. And, I knew my friend had a better chance of getting with her than he would finding me attractive, if that made sense. So I was like, oh, you do? And she was like, yeah, like, I just really like his vibe, da da da. And I was like, okay, like, I'll tell him, because we was close. So I go to my friend and I said, hey, like, Bodysuits is interested in you, and I just wanted to let you know that she likes you and everything. And he was like, oh, that's cool. Like, Bodysuits is really, beautiful, and that's interesting that she likes me. And I was like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, just in case if you maybe wanted to make an advance at her, or if y'all wanted to start talking. And he was like, okay, thanks for looking out. So, they start talking, they exchange numbers, weeks go by, now they're dating. Well, Bodysuits is a attention seeker. She loves to be stared at, and it's nothing wrong with that. If I had the face like her, I would like to be, looked at too. So she loved for men to flirt with her. She loved for men to stare at her. So she would wear, clothes that would show a lot of her body, which is fine because I do not judge. At the end of the day, you do your thing. And at this time, we were friends. So I clearly didn't give a shit what she wore. But she loved to wear those, boot up shorts, tight clothes, whatever. So as Bodysuits and my friends is dating, she starts to find interest in another person. So one day we're on a bus and she was like, oh girl, like, friend is nice and everything. Like, he's a really, nice gentleman, like good guy. But this ball player is talking to me and I was wondering, could you break up with your friend for me? So I look at Bodysuits and I'm like, what is you talking about? Like, y'all are dating, like y'all in a relationship. And she was like, yeah, like that was cute for a minute, but I got this basketball player talking to me and I want him instead. And because you and friends is close, I thought maybe you could tell him that I don't want to be with him no more. And so now, she's saying this to my face and I'm looking dumbfounded. I'm looking like a deer in the headlights. I'm looking like, what the fuck? Am I blind or am I deaf? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Because did you dead ass just say this to my face? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I busted my neck, because really what it was, and later on I found out she did this a lot. She was this type of bitch. If you was the type of woman to tell this girl you like somebody, she will take that person from you so you didn't have them. And then the moment you didn't show interest in that person anymore, she would go to somebody else. But at the time, I didn't know that. So I just wanted to make that clear. So she never really liked friend. She just wanted friend because I said I wanted friend. And later on, like I said, plenty of girls came to me telling me that she did that. And so I look at Bodysuits and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this boy fucking likes you. Like, this boy, has spent money on you. Like, you're crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? And she was like, I'm just done. Like, he's a nice guy and everything, but I want something else. I want something better. Can you go break up with him for me? So now I'm mad. Now I'm pissed. So before I could tell friends what she wanted me to tell him, another dude in the school went to, it was the ball player's friend. The ball player that she wanted friend went to friends and said, yo, your girl messing with ball player. And friend was like, huh? Like, confused. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? He's like, Bodysuits is messing with ball player. She fucking around behind your back. So friends comes to me at lunch and is like, hey, did you hear about Bodysuits? Like, I just want to know if it's true, Like, I don't care. It's just, she just did me wrong. She did me dirty. And so I look at friends, real upset because Bodysuits did do him dirty. And I was like, yeah, like she told me last block that she wanted me to break up with you for her. And I just never got around to see you to tell you. And he was like, damn, like, that's real fucked up. Like, you ain't even had to do all that. Like, it wasn't even that serious type shit. And I said, hell yeah, like, So after that situation happened, me and friends kept talking, but we excluded bodysuits. Like, we was like, fuck bodysuits. Every time bodysuits came close, we just walked off. Like, we just never talked to her again. So, weeks go on. I'm minding my business. Friends minding his business. We talking, not like in a romantic way, but like we just friends. Like, we literally just talking. Like I said, because I was insecure. I didn't even have the mindset of trying to, flirt with friends. But we just always hung out 24/7. Like that's just who we were. And at this time in my life, I'm not even thinking about bodysuits. Like, I'm just, I see her in the hallway on the bus, but I'm not even thinking about her. I go to lunch. I start to hear that bodysuits is talking shit about me. And I'm confused because, all I'm trying to do is just get my work done, get good grades, have fun, and get the fuck up out of here. So I'm wondering, why are we talking about each other? And why is you talking about me? Because I ain't do shit to you. So this girl, she come to me, she like, yo, I just want to let you know bodysuits talking mad shit about you. Like, talking mad shit, and you need to handle that, because she spreading rumors. Like I said, bodysuits was very popular. So a lot of people listened to her and stood behind her. You know what I'm saying? And coming from a person that wasn't popular, like, people knew my name, but I wasn't a name like bodysuits at the time. So her going around saying the shit that she was saying, really fucked me up. And at the time, somebody in my family, when we were friends, somebody in my family got diagnosed with cancer. And, and I confided in her at the time. And I heard that she was talking shit about my family member. And I don't care if you talk shit about me. I don't care if you spread rumors. But the moment you bring my family into it, that's just it. That's period. And we had gym together. So I pull up to her in gym. And I said, excuse me, bodysuits. I heard you said X, Y, and Z. Is there a problem? Now, this was the type of girl that she liked to talk a lot of shit, but she ain't never have no hands. Like, ain't never have any hands. So I was like, is there a problem? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, bro, just get out my face. Da da da. I ain't even trying to talk to you. I was like, all right, but let me hear one more thing, and there's gonna be a problem between me and you, and that's on period. That's on everything. We go to do gym. We leave out of gym. Go home for the day. I come in the next day. I'm in math class. Now, this is where she tried to get me suspended. I'm in math class. Sorry, let me backtrack. Before math class, there was the 5-minute break. So in the 5-minute break, to me, walking to my math class, I saw that bodysuits was crying in the hallway. Like I said, we weren't friends. I didn't give a fuck why she was crying, but I saw that she was crying. I was minding my business. I walked straight to my math class, sat down, because it was test review day. And the reason I remember this, because there was some problems that I wanted to go over, because I was very nervous about the test the next day. So it's test review day. I'm going through the problems. I'm talking to the teacher, and the little phone rang. And it's like, hey, Kristy, you need to go to the administration office. And I'm like, the administration office? Like, I've never got in trouble in my life. Like, I don't even know if the administration know my name. Like, you sure is it for me? And she was like, yeah, you need to go to the administration office. So I go, and it's the administrator, another administrator, a guidance counselor, and a guidance counselor assistant in there in bodysuits. So it's 5 people in one room. Teacher pick up, and I'm very confused, because when I come around the corner, bodysuits, it's like a movie scene. Bodysuits is crying. There's mascara running all down her face. This bitch looked like a fucking raccoon. And I'm sitting there looking dumbfounded as fuck. And I'm like, hello? Like, what is, like, what happened? Like, what's going on? So the administrator's like, can you sit down? So I sit down and I'm like, what's happening? And she was like, Kristy, I just want to let you know, Bodysuits came in here saying that you stole her man.
No.
I said,
What the fuck?
huh? Bodysuits is crying. I'm talking about, I'm talking about that type of cry, bitch. Snot bubbles crying. I said, I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time? I'm so sorry. Bodysuits is in here complaining that you have stolen her man.
What the fuck?
Like I said, me being insecure, me not knowing any type of self-worth, I looked my guidance counselor, the administrator, dead in the face. I said, I am too ugly to steal anybody's man.
Gotcha, bitch.
The guidance counselor chuckles. The administrator chuckles. And when I said that, it got serious. And they were just like, oh, like, they didn't know what to say. Because what do you say to that type of response? And so they was like, listen, we don't care about anybody stealing whose man. We don't care about that. We just want to make it clear that you guys do not fight. Because at the time in that year that this happened, we had like a good 3 classes together. So they was like, we just want to make sure that you guys do not have any type of altercation. And I need you to promise me that. And so, me personally, I'm a pacifist. I do not believe in any type of violence. And I also just don't have problems with anybody. Like, I get along with every single body. So for me to have an issue with you, it's on some serious shit. And the only reason I had issues with her was because 1, she played my friend, and 2, she talked about my family member that had cancer. That was the only reason I had issues with her, which is real fucking reasons to have issues with somebody. You know what I'm saying? If it was over something slight, I would not have give a fuck. But you talking about somebody that got cancer, that's a calling to getting your ass beat. So the administrator was like, listen, like, you guys need to sit here and promise that you will not fight. So I was kind of over the situation, and I was just like, yeah, like, I'm a pacifist. I don't fight. Like, I don't believe in any type of violence. Bodysuits over here still, I don't believe, she's a liar. She's a liar. She's going to hit me. Oh my God. Cry, bitch. I'm talking about fucking crying. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe around her. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's going to hurt. She's gonna hurt me. Bitch, I'm looking dumb as fuck. And I look at the administrator. I said, listen, I'm so sorry. I said, it is test review day. Can I please go back to class? Because you are messing up my curriculum hours. I come here for 7 hours a day to learn, and you took 30 minutes out of it talking about I stole your man. I said, me and your man are just friends. I ain't never steal anybody's man. And second of all, I am too ugly to steal anybody's man. And I walked out. So the administrator was like, bye, Suze, you go back to class too. And as I'm leaving, the administrator was like, Kristy, can you come back here for a second, please? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, am I in trouble? Because I'm thinking I'm about to get written up or something. Like, what the fuck? And administrator's like, just sit down. So so the administrator looked around the corner to make sure Bodysuits was out of sight. And she comes back in and closed the door. And she's like, listen, let me tell you something. Bodysuits does this every week with another student every time. It's not you. She just does this for attention. And so I looked at the administrator and I was like, if she come up in here doing this every week with another student, then maybe you should do something about Bodysuits and not be calling in the students that she be complaining about. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you realize that this is a pattern, you need to do something about Bodysuits, not me. You shouldn't have called me if you knew this was a routine for her. So I go to class. But next period, we had gym.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. We had gym together. So she was very lucky that she got the administrators involved, because I was actually planning on dragging her ass in gym in the locker room. Because let me tell you the coincidence. Because the time when we was friends, at the beginning of the year, you know, you got to choose your lockers. And so because at the time when that happened, we were friends, we chose the lockers right next to each other. And I was planning on dragging her in gym class, but since I promised the administrator I had to stop. So we get to gym period. And I get there first, you know, I'm in my gym clothes, I'm tying my shoes, and she walk in and she roll her eyes, and I get up because her locker's right next to mine. I said, listen, let me tell you something. You got one more time to say something, I'm dragging your ass on the spot. No talking, no yelling. Bitch, I'm gonna beat that ass. I'm gonna whoop that ass. On God. So she saw how serious I was, because I never talked like that before in my life. And I was fed up, because first of all, drama is not cute. It's not sexy, and it's stressful as fuck. We are high schoolers. Why the fuck is you talking about people? You understand what I'm saying? So I said, you got one more time, and I'm dragging your ass. I don't care if it's, because like I said, we lived in the same community. I said, I don't care if it's at our house. I don't care if it's here. I don't care if it's on a bus. You getting your ass whooped by me. And that's on period. So the moment I did that, she left me alone. She stopped talking about me to my face, but she kept talking shit behind my back. So people will always come up to me and be like, yo, bodysuit said this, bodysuit's talking shit, da da da. And I was like, I don't care if she talks shit behind my back, but she got one more time to say something to me. She got one more time to go to the administrator and start crying for me, and then that's it. She's gonna get this Mike Tyson 2-piece, 3 hits. I'm done. Right hook, bitch. I wasn't for it, you know? And it was just ridiculous, because as I got older and out of that situation, years go by. Bitch, we graduated. I'm not even thinking about bodysuits. I'm living my best life. But during this time, I done found my confidence. If you listen to any of my channel, I know I'm that bitch. I am not that insecure hoe from high school. I am not that low self-esteem bitch from high school. I know I'm a bad bitch. I know I'm a queen. I know I'm fine as fuck. Period. Okay? So, now to present day. Yesterday, me and my good, blessed friend, we're at Kroger, minding our business, doing our thing. We in aisle 5, looking at the sodas. Come down, walking down the aisle, I see bodysuits. Like I said, it's been years. I didn't even think about anything negative. I just saw bodysuits, and in my mind, I was like, oh shit, that's bodysuits. I want to say, hey. As I open my mouth to say, hey, bodysuits, rolls her eyes. I said, ah. I said, you know what? I know you fucking lying. I know you still is not holding a grudge after all these years. But I said, let me tell you something, boo-boo. I ain't the same Kristy from high school. I said, I ain't the same insecure bitch from high school. You can catch these grown-up hands, and you can catch these grown-up consequences. Stop playing with me. I said, I'm not afraid no more. A bitch ain't sad. A bitch ain't depressed no more. Who? I'm not the same bitch. Don't play with me. Bodysuits. She keep on walking. I said, God bless. Lord, please don't bring me up out my spirit. But it's trick, because I would drag a bitch for no reason, because that was unnecessary. I'm like, girl, it's been how many fucking years, and your ass still holding a grudge from high school? Now, how sad is that? that you was still fucking mad. So when she did that, I got to the car and I called friends, the guy that she used to date. I said, bitch, you won't believe who the fuck I saw in Kroger. He was like, who? I said, bodysuits. He said, bodysuits. I said, bodysuits, bitch. Bodysuits. And her ass rolled her eyes at me. He said, why the fuck is she still mad over some shit that happened years ago? And I said the same exact thing. But you know what? I ain't even mad, because after a while, after high school, you know, child, we all went our separate ways. Everybody did their thing. And you know, when you get older, you like to go back and see how your high school friends went. Where did they go? How did they end up? And let me tell you something, bodysuits. You walking around on your high horse when you need to sit down on your fucking pony, because the shit I've been hearing about you, the things I've been hearing about you, bodysuits, ain't none of my damn business, and I ain't gonna spill it on here. But you don't got not 1 cent to your name to talk shit. Oh, and guess what? Years after we graduated, me and friends hooked back up after a long time of not speaking, and he actually admitted to me during the time he was messing with bodysuits. He actually had a crush on me, but he never wanted to say anything because he thought I didn't like him because of my insecure ass. And that's what makes me mad. So any of you ladies, any of you gentlemen out there that have a crush on somebody and you insecure, you suffering with low self-esteem, you self-deprecating, you self-loathing, bitch, go for your man or go for your woman, because you never know if they like you or not. And I was very surprised when he said that he had a crush on me for a very long time and he thought I was beautiful. And I said, see, bitch, I knew I was that bitch all the time. It's just that I didn't know. Honey, let me tell you something. You not ugly. You is that bitch, and you will forever be that bitch, and you will forever be that man and that king and that queen. But you have to believe it. And that's on period. Because at the end of the day, I could have got the man. I could have got my Prince Charming. But I was insecure as shit. And so he moved on. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you something. I thought I was ugly with a bitch. I was thick, slim, mashed potato, T-bone looking steak, long leg, long neck, fine face looking ass bitch. I was the bitch in high school. Stop playing with me and stop sleeping on yourself. Okay, I want to make that clear. Don't sleep on yourself, because you are the baddest bitch in the room. And that's on period. Oh, see you in the next one. Peace. Oh!